Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine, and for my first video, I wanted to bring up a topic that a lot of people find interesting about my personal life. So the other day, I was talking about the people that I date to my coworkers. My fellow coworkers are around my age. I'm 25 and they're 24, 23. And I was telling them well, they were asking how old the men are that I date. And I said, older. And they said, oh, 30s? And I said, older. And they said, 40s? And I said, older. And they were like, wow, you date guys in their 50s. And they're very nice girls. So they were trying to, fix their face to not be too judgmental or anything like that. But yeah, I only date older guys. Um, and now that I've become accustomed to dating older men, I actually find it quite difficult to go back to dating people my age. I dated guys my age when I was in college, and I haven't dated 20-year-olds since I was in college, which was like 3 years ago now. So not that long, but long enough to kind of realize that that's kind like that's kind of what I want. I'm just a lot happier dating people that aren't in their 20s. And so I came up with 5 reasons why I date older people. And it's funny because I don't know, I don't know any girls in person that date men old enough to be their fathers, besides me. But it's fine because I do have valid reasons why I do that. And one of the reasons that I personally date older men is because they treat me with chivalry. Nowadays the dating world is very politicized, and with that being the case, like men are kind of confused about like who should be picking up the bill. Oh, can I hold open the door? Is she gonna get pissed off at me about that kind of stuff? And for me, I do believe in gender equality and things like that, but politics don't have a place in the dating world, in my opinion. They just really don't. I like a chivalrous man. I don't feel any less of a independent woman or anything like that because a guy picks up the bill or opens my door for me or anything like that. For me, chivalry is just being treated like you're special, and I like to be treated like I'm special. If don't try to be inviting me to your house for some Netflix and chill. There's nothing special about that. Okay, I have my own Netflix. I can stay at home and watch that right here. Okay, so I like being treated like I'm special. And older men are oftentimes, in my experience, quite chivalrous. So that is something that I enjoy. Another thing is they make me a priority when I'm dating an older man. If he, I don't know, had plans with his friends or something like that, or his friends invite him out to go for drinks or something after work, but he already made plans with me, he's going to go with me because I'm a priority. So when you're younger, a lot of times guys care more about what their friends think than what their girlfriend thinks. And that causes like all kinds of problems because then, for a young guy, if you decide to go to dinner with your girlfriend instead of going out for drinks with the guys, then everyone's saying like, oh, you're whipped and oh, she got you and blah blah. And an older guy doesn't care about that at all. He's secure in who he is. His friends can make fun of him if he wants about how he'd rather spend time with me, but he doesn't really care because when you get older, it's more important to have a partner in life than it is to have like your group of guy friends. Because at the end of the day, your guy friends aren't, the ones at home with you, it's your woman. So he doesn't try to downplay how lucky he feels to have you around like a younger guy would. Another thing is that just older people in general can teach you things that people your age, probably don't have a lot of experience with. So with people that when you date people that are older, people that have like bought houses and know a lot about life insurance and all that other kind of stuff, that's not really things that typically a millennial would be super familiar with, except maybe through their parents or something like that. But if you're dating someone that's older, then they can teach you things about like how to manage your money. They can teach you things about how to manage relationships because they've been there. And I'm one of those people that I'll take advice if given, if it suits me. I'll take that advice. So I am open to hearing it and accepting it. And that's just not something that someone my age can really give me. I mean, obviously, anyone can be intelligent and have an opinion, but when you've been around the block, then I'm more willing to take what you say seriously because you have been there before. Another thing that I really like about older guys is that they're really like emotionally open with their feelings. There's no like, oh, you know how I feel about you, girl, kind of thing going on. Because I know that, especially in the US, there's an idea that men should be very like strong and silent and such. And I think that when you're younger, because you care a lot more about what people think of you, you're not willing to be totally open with your feelings. So, if you're a man and you're, you know, really into a young lady, then maybe you're afraid to be open about how you feel because you're not sure how she feels, or you're not open to expressing how you really feel because once again, you care more about what your friends think than what she thinks. And I'm just not into that at all. Like a guy that can't be emotional with me and tell me how he feels and tell me that he loves me, that just doesn't work for me at all. So with an older guy, they're just a lot more open emotionally and just more romantic. I think especially when you're dating somebody who has maybe been divorced before and they know what it's like to come home to an empty house, they're a lot more grateful to have love in their lives than someone who's young and just is having fun, like, and not really looking for love, because then like you're just not really interested at all. So that. And then lastly, I like dating older men because they are generous. In their generation, I guess baby boomer would be the generation of men that I typically date, and they're not. They come from a generation where it was appropriate for a man to take care of a woman, and there wasn't anything wrong with that. And even with the people I date, I mean, obviously they don't have a problem with me working or anything like that, but these men came from families where their father would take care of everything, and maybe the mother would work if she wanted to, or maybe she would stay home and be a homemaker and things like that. And so it wasn't like out of the ordinary for a man to be taking care of a woman. Now, once again, politics has a unnatural influence in the dating game, because there's this new idea that women should do everything for themselves, and I just don't agree with that. I think that you should be in a place in your life where you can take care of yourself, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with accepting the help of others. I don't think that it's intelligent if you're struggling and somebody offers to help you. There's nothing intelligent about not taking their help. Like, I just don't get why people do that. But and to me, like, not only generosity, but somebody who really cares about you, like whatever their age is. If somebody really cares about you, they don't want to see you struggle. So you need to be careful if you're dating somebody and he talks about how great you are and how much, he likes spending time with you, but if my car breaks down on the side of the road, then and I call you and you just tell me, "Oh, well, I hope that that all works out for you." Yeah, that person doesn't really care about you if they do that kind of thing. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that. But, a man who will, if a man claims to really care about you and you're dating him, then honestly, he should give his very last to make you, secure and stuff. Otherwise, that person doesn't really care about you. Even the people I care about in my life, if they're struggling, I would help them. Yeah, I can't claim to care about somebody and then have nothing for them at the end of the day if they need it. And as far as the generosity of older guys, they can just do that on a much larger scale because, they're not building their career or struggling for survival. So if I need help with something or I just want something, then they can make that happen. So you know, in conclusion, with younger guys, they're cute to look at and, have nice hard muscles and stuff. But for me at this point in my life, I need more than that. Like, yeah, you're hot and you can probably do some things that someone who's older can't do. But for me, those things aren't a priority anymore. And I just find that I'm a lot happier just being with older people because just it's smooth, it's easy, and just don't run into a whole lot of difficulties that I ran into trying to date guys in their 20s and 30s. So, yeah, so if you ever wondered about why, I mean, if you ever were out and about and you saw, a younger woman with an older man and, wondered if it was her father or her boyfriend, and you might think, especially, girls our age, they might think, why is she with him? Well, that might be a few of the reasons, the ones that I just named. But if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'm always open to answering questions about um, myself. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't want to make it too long. Hopefully it's not too rambly. And I will continue posting. And I hope you all have a lovely Sunday. Bye.